Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. Let's get stuck into it. Up the top right side of the map, it is Mr. Oz. He is 25 years of age from South Korea. Not currently part of a team, but he was part of the Planet Key Dynamics team up till about November of this year. And it's this year or last year, because it's this year when I'm casting it, and last year when you guys will be watching it. So I suppose technically last year, 2014 we're talking about. And his opponent down the bottom right side of the map is Mr. Jaedong. He is part of Evil Geniuses. He's been part of that team for freaking ages, but actually over 2 years now. And he is 24 years of age from South Korea, so definitely going to be awesome. And is this... Yeah, this is his main. I thought for a sec this is his natural, but this is the natural. We got this sweet expansion on the high ground for this map, and he's going for a fast third base, which of course makes a lot of sense on this sort of map because it's so easy to get it. So yeah, very, very nice stuff. Looks like the probe has not had too much luck in scouting. Discovered it on the 4th go, but is going to run straight in, is going to be checking stuff out. I don't know if he actually scouted that third base, but you could probably assume there is a third base. Yeah, I mean, you can see the creep on the side there, so pretty sure, yeah, you saw the creep there, and you can probably assume there's one there. So safe to assume that there is going to be 3 bases out for Mr. Jaedong. What is he going to do about that? We do have a Twilight Council coming out nice and fast. Interesting what that's going to be for a Zerg. I don't know. Really don't know. I'm thinking High Templars, but that's more of a long-term sort of thing. Now, Dark Shrine, there it is. So he's going to go for the early harassment against Mr. Jaedong. Head off his economy nice and early before it gets completely out of control. And yeah, why the hell not go for a Dark Shrine? Look at this beautiful square that's been put up by Oz doing the scouting. There's just an absolutely beautiful square with little bits hanging off the edge of it. This, yeah... I don't know, it just looks really, really cool on the minimap. If you guys are looking at it in 1080p, just look at this square on the minimap. It's very awesome. Yes. So let's get back in the game. Dark Shrine is nearly up. The robotics bay, robotics facility, whatever is coming up as well. Would not be surprised to see a robotics bay coming up soon for the Colossus, something like that. And for now, both players just macroing up nice and hard. Jaedong, of course, getting a bunch more workers and just really, really trying to spit out as much as he can, as fast as he can. Still going for a crap ton of workers. Rochuan coming out as well. Ling Speed, Leia. So he's got a lot of options that are going to be available to him. The Warp Prism going on out. Where is the pylon? I suppose technically this is the pylon, so he's going to try and sneak it in somewhere. He's not really sneaking it in this particular way. Easily spotted by Jaedong, flying straight over the creep, and he's going to be scrambling something over here to deal with it. But what has he got to scramble? Not a lot. 2 roaches and a bunch of other stuff. Where is his lair? I think he's built it up the top. Well, he hasn't actually finished it yet. Oh my god. There we go. The DT is somewhere in here. Oh, whoops. What am I talking about? Need to be on seeing everybody's view. We were only seeing Jaedong's view for a second. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Something crazy is happening. The DT trapping the queen. Let's have a look at the units lost so far. 7 workers and 1 queen. There's Spore and Spine. Going to be seeing that away. There's a Spore over there. And the Overseer coming across here. And it looks like this one did get taken out as well. So just as I thought things were getting heated up, Jaedong took care of everything straight away. But 7 workers still is not... he cannot be happy about that. He's still 65 over 54 though, but he's not stupidly out of control anymore in terms of the macro. He's about 10 above, which is where the Zerg wants to be. And where I guess the Protoss player is okay with being 10 workers behind. But we'll have to see how this affects the game. It looks like Oz is going for more. I'm not sure how this is going to work. The Spore Crawler right out there should be in range of any Warp Prism, attempting to land stuff, and everywhere else is covered by creep. I don't think you can get to this point and start dropping off there. That would be a crazy little fluke, but who knows, maybe it's possible. So there we go, the Warp Prism running straight past. Jaedong does see it. Yeah, there's a little bit of an area through here. Maybe there. I don't know what he's doing. I really don't know what he's doing. He's just scooting on by, looking for the perfect place. There is no perfect place. There is just a lot of places which are okay, but not all that great. So, yeah. Where is he? Where is this guy going? Is he just scouting? I think he's just scouting. I think he's given up all hope of actually dropping DTs into this base. So just having a bit of a scout, gonna see how that works. Bunch of lings and roaches coming out. A massive amount of lings coming out. Do we have a baleen nest? No, we do not yet. So just going to be ling roach for the moment. And Oz is building up a fair amount of forces. He's got 2 immortals, which is very, very, very nice. Going to be great at dealing with those roaches. And his zealot count is at 1, which is horrendously bad. Definitely, I mean, the force fields are going to help quite a lot, but he needs to bulk up those zealot numbers. He has no idea the amount of pain which is coming towards him in the form of lings. There we go. He's seen them right now. He's just saw them. And he's building stalkers, which is interesting because when you see a crap load of lings, your natural instinct should not be to build stalkers. It should be to build zealots because lings will demolish stalkers. Stalkers absolutely suck versus lings. So it's interesting that Oz chose to build stalkers right there. I assume that that's his last wave of stalkers. He's going to be building a crap ton of... No, there's more stalkers coming out. Maybe he's hoping to just overwhelm the ling numbers. If you really, really have an incredibly massive amount of stalkers, you can just overwhelm. You've just got so many stalkers. It's such a big ball that the lings just can't destroy it. I don't think 16 stalkers is that ball, though. I don't think he has quite enough. Maybe some force fields can help him out. But given the sheer amount of lings running around on the map, and he did see a small part of them, I think zealots are a very, very, very good idea. I mean, they will get owned a bit by the roaches, and this is definitely a heavy anti-roach force. But, I mean, what can you do? The lings will do a lot of damage to this force. And there we go. Look at that. He sees all the lings. That is a ton of lings. What are you going to do about that? He's going for some Colossus tech, so that should help him. Whether or not it's going to be there in time, I'm not sure. But we'll just have to see. We've got this is very, very closed off right here. So no chance of the lings getting in there and really doing much. Unless he morphs them all into Baileys, then he can just destroy the whole lot very easily. Stalker's going to be going down here. We have Blink. Yes, we do. And there we go. They're going to snipe the Queen, but the lings are on the way. Force field stopping most of the infestors from getting in range. Slowing down on the fungal numbers. They're going to go in. Are they going to be able to destroy this base? I'm really, really not sure. The force fields are starting to slip. Lings coming around from the backside. Force fields trying to keep them out, but it's not really happening. Zealots are being warped in, and they're taking care of a bunch of the lings, but not quite enough. And there we go. We're going to have to see the mothership core warping out. Otherwise, a lot of these guys are going to die. The immortals are dead, and now it's a bunch of lings and roaches chasing the stalkers. They are blinking the hell out of there. They are getting out of there as fast as they can. Reinforcements are coming in, more stalkers, and there we go. He's going to be trying to do something here. He blinks in, but there may be a little bit of a bad idea. Has to put some force fields down just to stay away from this massive, massive amount of roaches coming in. Manages to hit them out and manages to destroy what little are on the other side. And all this time he has been going for Colossus, so that is good. He hasn't got any Colossus yet, but he's just about to finish the first one. There it goes. And we'll have to see if it is enough. I'm not sure that it is. Income-wise, Jaedong is 10 ahead, which is where he wants to be. I'm sure he wants to be even more than that, but 77 is a lot of workers, so he's got to be happy with that. But army-wise, 92 over 64. Oz is going to have to push really, really hard. We've got another couple of gateways coming out. We've got 3-3 coming out, which is extremely awesome. These guys have got 1-1, and the roaches have 0-1. So their upgrade's not all that good, although they are getting 2-2 for the lings. And we're also having some ultras coming out right now, which is going to put a spanner in Oz's plan, because Colossus, not all that good against ultras. Really not all that good. They're good against most other ground units, but against ultras, no, I would not say they're that good. He really needs to bulk up on the immortals, and of course he lost all his immortals, and he hasn't rebuilt any of them. Since then, he's obviously relying on the Colossi to take care of the roach problem for him, and they will. The Colossi will take care of the roach problem quite admirably with the effective application of force fields, but against the Ultralists, the Colossus are going to be woefully inadequate. So, unfortunate. 2 Colossi. He does have a lot of Stalkers, and Stalkers are okay versus Ultralists, as long as the Ultralists are not near them, which is going to be hard to get away from them because, of course, the Fungals are going down anywhere. Fungals and Ultras are a very, very dangerous combination versus basically any ground force. You keep them in check, and the Ultras get in there, and you can see the Ultras demolishing pretty much everything. The Stalker firepower is holding them back, though. Slowly but surely, the Colossus all going down. But look how much damage, the splash damage on these Ultras. Quite insane. And the massive amount of Stalkers, though, do manage to hold everything off. This is what I was saying before. When you have a ball of Stalkers that is so massive, they can just basically outlast anything. Even Ultras, even Lings, even Fungals. But they are starting to look a little bit bedraggled right here. And they are starting to look like another couple of assaults may cause this entire force to fold. He's continuously warping in more units, but I'm quite sure that Jaedong can manage another couple of assaults, and whether or not Oz will be able to stand up to them. I mean, 6 more Ultras coming out, that is going to be pretty huge. But we'll just have to see. I mean, 1 Colossi is doing a pretty damn good job. The pylon going down, so the reinforcements being cut off. He's building another pylon over there, though, and that should be fine. And we've got 2 Colossi, a whole buttload of Stalkers, and some Zealots. You've got to remember, these guys all have 3-3. So the upgrades are grossly favouring Oz at the moment. Well, not grossly. I mean, the Ultras have 2-4, the Lings have 2-2. Yeah, so that's not bad. He's not really going to be able to go for 3-3. It's not going to make much of a difference. Oh, getting some Archons as well. The perfect anti-Zerg play, and Archons are not all that good. Sorry, not all that bad versus Ultralists either. So that could definitely be a situation. And Jaedong not willing to commit straight away. There he goes. He's going to have to go soon. And there we go. He's hitting the DTs as they get out there. I assume he's hitting the DTs. Yes, he is. The Sport Caller, of course, is seeing the whole lot. And there we go. The Ultras coming out en masse, having a beautiful job. They're doing a lot of damage to the Archons. They're not taking too much damage themselves. The Stalkers trying to do the best they can. The Ultras starting to show some damage here, but I don't know if Oz can see this attack off. I think his numbers will be just pushed down too much. And there we go. The Stalkers basically sent away scampering, and that is it. There's the GG. The Ultras, in the end, had the muscle to go out and just own everything. And I love the way that Oz lasted for so long, but in the end, he just didn't have it, and Jaedong did. The Ultras, beautiful against that entire army, and the Fungals, fantastic. So, excellent game there from Mr. Jaedong. Very, very well played. And, yeah, thank you very much for watching this game. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys tomorrow with another one. Stay tuned.